Hello and namaste everyone. My name is Varun and I am a graphic designer back with a brand new 3D tutorial. Today we're creating a poster or a wallpaper similar to this. So let's get started. So here we are in Adobe Illustrator and we'll start with our text. I'm writing say yes. And I'm just going to scale this up a little in the center of our artboard. And right click and create outlines. And before I'm going to apply 3D, I'm just going to change the color, something like that's a bit visible for me. Now select everything, group it, then go to Effect, 3D and Materials and Inflate. So you'll see something like this. Under this option in 3D and Materials, you see Inflate has already been applied. We don't need to change a lot of settings, but we need to click on this inflate both sides. That because otherwise the area behind the text will not be inflated. Let me just quickly show you. See, it's flat. We don't want that. We want it to inflate it to both sides. I am going to export this. So while this is selected, just click on plus. You can open asset export from here in the Windows and then asset export. So once you see this asset here, I'm just going to rename this to 3D model, press enter, and then choose the format. We don't need PNG, we need OBJ. That's the 3D format. We will export it quickly into the folder. Part of Adobe Illustrator is over. Next, we're going to open up Adobe Dimension. So here go to File, Import, 3D Model, and then just choose the model and click on Open. And just place it over the ground. I'm moving something like this. It should snap. And then we can go to Camera View, and put top. So I'm going to apply a metal material so that it will reflect the environment around. But the light right now is not what I need. So I have already downloaded a light, which you can change by going to environment light here on the right, and then clicking on this image. And then from here, just change this to images so that we can use images. Click on open. That's the image that I have downloaded from Unsplash. Click here for render preview, so it'll show you how the render is going to look like. We'll add a sunlight to the scene. You can go here under lights and then add a sunny. And then I'm just going to change the rotation, increase cloudiness to add some more shine, like you can see here. Doesn't come if it's 0% cloudiness. So maybe play around with that too. And now we'll just quickly check the render preview. You can stop that. And if once you're happy, go to the render tab and just check your file name, quality, and I think PSD is good. And then we can click on render. In my case, I already made same PSD file. That's why it's showing me it already exists. So I'm just gonna name it 3D render so that it doesn't overwrite the file. I'll click on render. Just wait for a bit while it renders. We selected PSD because PSD has the ability to separate background from the 3D render so that we can get this shadow as transparent PNG, and just so we don't have to do the manual cutouts later on, which you can use directly into our designs. Once that happens, we'll head over to Photoshop, where I already have this file ready with a couple of layers. That's my logo and just some random say text layer files, and we're just gonna place the 3D graphic here. And this is the file that it created. If you remember, I told you that it creates a separate layer for background in which we can separate the 3D render from background very easily. You can quickly turn this layer off And now you have a transparent render along with the shadow. And now we're going to duplicate this layer into our poster. And now I can convert it to smart object, so I can apply some fine tuning. And here's your poster.